Hello, my wonderful friend. Today's video is on 7 behaviors that make you irresistible to women. We are talking about some of the most powerful ways to be attractive to beautiful, loyal women. If you are looking for a loving, lifelong relationship, the kind where you're married to your best friend and you get to come home to her every day, these are the traits you need to make sure you have. If you've seen many of my videos, you know that as a Christian dating coach, I'm all about teaching you authentic strategies and the real skills that actually work to bring you lifelong love. No mind games, no tricks. So if you're looking for that intense, passionate, lifelong love, where you're married to someone you can't wait to come home to, make sure you watch to the end of this video for more. Want to start this list by just saying some of these things are going to surprise you, because most people are only teaching you have a fling or inauthentic relationships. That's not what we do here. I'm sharing with you some of the same strategies I teach to my clients. In my online academy, they are ridiculously powerful, yet simple, which is what makes them so wonderful. So with that, let's get started with the first way to attract loyal, authentic women. Number 1 is to be a real man. Now, don't misunderstand what I mean. By real, I mean authentic. So many people who are toxic, who are trying to teach you how to have toxic behavior, so you can attract more flings. Those people are telling you to act aloof, to act uninterested, stay mysterious. Don't let her get too close to you emotionally. Yeah, all those things work. If you want the opposite of love and respect, a genuine woman who craves a masculine man in her life, who wants to have a loving, lifelong relationship, she needs a man who's authentic and who's genuine. At the end of the day, we're all human. No matter how hard we try, we're going to just be human. We're gonna have flaws, things we feel self-conscious about. We're going to make mistakes. And if she knows she's with a man who's genuine and who's authentic, she feels safe with you, and her heart is free to just be completely obsessed and in love with you. When you have two people who are trying their very best to be the best version of themselves, but they both acknowledge that they're still human and they're willing to support each other, that right there is a magical recipe for a lifetime of love and acceptance and passion and tenderness. As they say, a calm confidence in who you are is the most sexy kind of confidence. Just be authentic, just be you. Don't play the games, don't you know, pull away so to get her attention, and don't mess with her head in that way. Instead, just be a genuine man, because that is sexy, okay? This next tip for how to attract women is just as powerful. This tip is to be an assertive man. When you're an assertive person, you know how to set appropriate and respectful boundaries. And boundaries are what make other people respect you. When you are someone that other people can tell respects yourself, they immediately start to respect you, and they feel safer with you. Being assertive also shows wonderful, beautiful confidence, and that is a very mask, a trait that her feminine heart just craves. She wants that masculine confidence, and being assertive is a wonderful way to do that. Now many people, perhaps especially Christians, feel like maybe they're being unkind if they set boundaries. In reality though, setting boundaries one of the kindest things you can do, because then nobody has to feel unsure or insecure. Instead, they can feel safe around you. And quite frankly, when we don't set boundaries, we tend to let that tension build up inside of us. And then, it's so much easier for us to lose our cool. And that doesn't benefit anyone. You're not going to act like your best self if you let everybody walk on you. So when you understand how to set appropriate, respectful boundaries, she immediately is going to respect you more and find you confident and masculine and very attractive. That's the kind of man she could see herself being married to, okay? The next tip for how to be an attractive man is one of my favorites, because a lot of people overlook, but it is critical. This tip is to be a mature man. Be a man who is mature in how you behave and just how you handle life and life situations. I want you to pay very close attention, because this one thing keeps so many amazing men single, Are you ready? What worked in high school to get the girl is not going to work now. She's a woman. She's not a little schoolgirl. Far too many people pick up dating tips and attraction, whatever, from what they learned in high school, and then they try it in real life, and it doesn't work, and they don't understand they're being rejected over. That's why there's an entire lesson in my academy just about this topic. It's something that as you start to master, as you're able to show her you are a mature man, haha, you're gonna turn heads, and you're going to keep them turned. That's something she wants in the father of her future children. That someone she wants is a man who is mature. That simple thing is ridiculously powerful. And speaking of powerful, would you like a free resource to add to everything that you're learning in this video? Something that you can reference quickly, that will help you easily captivate the girl of your dreams. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Grab your free copy of my guide, 11 Things Men Do That Make Women Melt. Just like what you're learning in this video, these are some of the most powerful traits that can quickly transform the way women see you. And if you're wanting that lifelong love, tender, loyal, loving relationship, you need to know this is a resource every man should have. So I'll put a link to where you can get this guide totally for free in the description below. I was so excited to be able to share these things, so make sure you download that guide. It's just in the description, and I'll put a link in the pinned comments. My next tip for how to be irresistibly attractive to women is to be compassionate and gentle. I've definitely said it before on here. A gentle man is a very attractive, sexy man, a real man, a masculine man. Protects those who are weaker than himself, right? Of course, that's what makes you a man. That's what makes you heroic. Ultimately, what women want and know. I'm not talking about the drama queens, okay? I'm not talking about the toxic loud ones. I'm talking about authentic women. Deep down, she still just haunts a knight in shining armor. That's how God created women. That's just built into who she is. This is why the superhero industry is so successful. It's natural for you to want to be seen as that masculine hero, and it's natural for her feminine heart to just crave from you so being that hero in her life who looks out for those who are weaker than others. That right there, it doesn't make you seem weak in any way. It makes her feel protected and sheltered by you. So if you've ever heard someone say, being gentle and being compassionate, being kind, that makes her see you as weak, those people are full of nonsense. Stop listening to them. They are responsible for so many broken hearts. It's not even funny when you are that compassionate gentleman. That's what makes her crave your touch and long to be with you, and want to be with only you for the rest of her life. This obviously does not mean that you get walked on. We've already talked about being assertive. Just make sure that in addition to being assertive, you're also gentle and you're also kind. You can have a balance of both, okay? This next way to attract women, this one might come as a surprise to some people, but it's very powerful. So listen closely. This tip is to avoid being a snob. Now let me explain what I mean by this. Christian women are going to want to be married to a Christian man. She wants someone who shares her values and her beliefs, someone who will help her draw closer to God every day. That's the no. One thing, however, what sometimes happens is some people, whether they know it or not, use religion as a way to feel better than other people. That is not what religion is about at all. There are far too many people who are trying to use their religion and how religious they are to act like they're better than everybody else. That's somehow going to charm another person. And of course, there are women who do this as well. I'm not saying this is something only men do. However, pay attention and make sure that you're never using religion as a way to that you're just never being a religious snob. Because that is not what religion is about. On the flip side, if you are someone who has a close relationship with God, and who, puts your love of God before everything else. Okay, that right there is the single most attractive thing you can do. She knows that if you're true to God, you will always be true to her. Just like you deserve to know that she will always be true to you. She wants to know that you'll always be true to her. Our next tip for how to be irresistibly attractive to women is to be proactive about physical attraction. Now, I just want you two to notice I said proactive, not perfect. When we talk about physical attraction, we all become brutally aware of what we see as our physical flaws or shortcomings. Everybody does it. I do it too, okay? It's a normal reaction. But it doesn't have to be. This doesn't have to be a negative topic. Instead, I want you to think about physical attraction as being proactive. God created us to be attracted to each other. It's one of the most beautiful, happy things ever. It's part of what fills a relationship with tenderness and passion, and those are things that God wants for us. He wants us to have marriages like that. I go into great detail on how to skyrocket your physical attraction very quickly in my academy. However, as is just a quick overview, attraction is very simple. God set it up to be very simple, and it really comes down to three basic areas: the what you eat / how you take care of yourself, what you wear, and how you hold yourself. And when you understand how to really utilize these points, it's ridiculously simple to be an incredibly attractive person. So if you're being proactive about what you eat / how you take care of yourself, what you wear, and how you hold yourself, if you're being proactive in those areas, that's what makes you an incredibly physically attractive person. Just like you want a woman who is proactive about staying beautiful and attractive for you, she wants a man who is proactive about staying handsome and attractive for her. And when she sees that you're proactive about that, she understands that you are someone who knows how to put in the right type of effort, and that's very attractive. This is part of what helps keep that sparkle forever, which is what everyone wants. Now, my next how to be irresistibly attractive to women is to be supportive. Don't you just love being around someone who's supportive and encouraging and makes you feel like, yeah, I can do this well? Just like you enjoy being around people like that, everybody else does too. And when you are someone who supports her, you become her superhero. She craves being around you. She wants the man she loves to be her safe place, the person she can confide, the person she can tell she doesn't tell anybody else, the person who she knows if she has just had a bad day, that she will be safe in your arms. And so, just like you crave her being your safe place, she wants that from you as well. So, being supportive of her dreams and ambitions, of her opinions, and just supporting her in various areas of her life, that right there is definitely going to stand out to her, and it's going to be irresistibly attractive. So let's recap real fast everything you have learned up to this point, and I do want to remind you to get that free guide. It is the perfect resource to add to this. If you're looking for that authentic love, having that quick reference is ridiculously valuable. So again, I'll put a link to this free guide in the description below and a link in the pinned comment. Now, let's recap. My first tip is to be a real man. We also talked about being an assertive man. Next up is to be mature in how you behave and how you handle life. And then we talked about being compassionate and gentle. Next up is don't be a snob, but do take your relationship with God seriously. Then we have being proactive about physical attraction. Not perfect, but definitely proactive. And lastly, make sure that you are supportive. It goes a long way to just melting her heart and charming her. And your last reminder, to make sure you download that free guide so that you have that resource and know how to charm an authentic, loyal woman. Thank you so much for watching. A huge thank you to everyone who's so amazing with this. Thank you for supporting my channel, for supporting wholesome content. It warms my heart to know that all this effort I put into making these is appreciated. So thank you, and for everyone watching this, whether you have ever used the super things before, if you would like to support wholesome content, consider using the super things. It
So
does
thank
help.
you.
Make sure you share this video with a friend. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. Now many people, perhaps especially Christians, feel like setting boundaries is unkind. I want you to just not do that. 'Cause it's not helping you, haha. I can't remember the phrase I was going to use. It's gone, so I'll put a link to where you can download my free guide in the direction below. Doesn't make sense. So if you're being proactive about what you eat, / how you take care of yourself, what you wear, and the third one, that just how you hold yourself, okay? Secret end of the video. I came prepared with the word I'm getting to like half the time. I actually come prepared with a word, which is really like, I'm proud of myself for that. Haha. Are you proud of me? You should be proud of me. So if you're new at the end of our videos, we always have a special word that I share at the end of the video, and you comment that word, and it's always really fun. Like half the people don't even know what we're talking about, and it's really fun. So thank you for humoring me. We're the secret end of the video. Secret club that nobody knows except about. Those who know about us. It's pretty cool. So our word for the end of the video today is lemonade. Why is it lemonade? It's simple, really. I was drinking lemonade when I wrote the script. So that's why it's lemonade. And you know, I just happen to like lemonade. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Never forget that you're amazing, and I'll see you in the next one. Sometimes my reasonings make no sense, and that's okay. I'm fine with it. I go by the beat of my own drum anyway, so it's fine.